Hello and welcome to our information session. We'll answering your questions. Today's question is, can a non-profit organization run a business, have an income generating arm, have some kind of business activity within the organization? The answer is yes. There is no limit, there's no requirements, no structure, no limitations on what you can run within an organization. The only consideration is tax, and whether that business activity will be tax-free or not. So there are four ways or four types of businesses that are exempt from income tax, assuming that you are a public benefit organization and exempt from income tax as a whole, as an organization. Then you are able to run these businesses. So the first one is where the business is integral to the primary objective stated in your founding document, what it is that you do. If the business flows out of that naturally and is done on a mostly cost recovery basis, then there is no tax implication for your profit and for your income. The second one is where the activity is occasional and done mostly through volunteers. And often things like fundraising events and galas and dinners and things like that, those are the kind of activities that would fit within an occasional nature. Your profit on those is not taxed, assuming you are exempt from income tax. The third one is where the activity is specifically approved by the minister. And in my experience, I've never seen that because most activities fit within one of the other categories. And then the fourth one is where the turnover that you're making in your business is within the greater of 5% of your organization's turnover, or 200,000. So if you are making a little bit of income on the side, you're more than likely going to fit within that limitation. And this is for businesses that are completely off left field and don't relate to your primary objective. Because if they were integral to what you do, then they would be tax exempt as they are, regardless of how much profit you make on it. And the justification for that is one that you need to be able to provide to SARS. And how do you define whether it is integral or not? So if you consider it to not be integral, then there's a limitation on the turnover that you can make. For tax exemption, there's no limit on the turnover you can actually physically generate. If you generate a higher turnover than the greater of 5% or 200,000, then you just pay tax on the amount that exceeds that limit. So if you make 300,000, then you pay on the extra 100,000. So it's not that you are limited, it just means that there is a limit to what is tax-free. So that hopefully answers your question about whether a nonprofit can start a business arm and income-generating activities, and I hope that you will consider doing so because it is a great diversification of your sources of income. Hey, if you have any other questions, please put them in comments, send us a post on our Facebook group, or drop us an email at our website.